What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Let's Build series. And thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys are doing alright. I hope you've had a good day. Today we're going to build something pretty neat and something that I haven't seen a lot of in Let's Builds or just on the YouTube in general. So we're going to be working on a Mexican style hacienda today, which will be really neat. By the way, I decided with the Let's Build, we're just going to make a whole world out of this. I thought that would be kind of neat. So if you look over here, I think it's over here. Yeah, right there is the starter house that we did in the first episode. And I thought that could be more, if we do some more houses in that style, we might make a little neighborhood over there or a little town over there and then kind of come over here to where some of the nicer buildings are. So anyway, guys, let's jump straight into it. Let's see, stuff that you're going to need. Let's go look. You're going to need some smooth sandstone, some sand, magenta stained clay, glass panes, of course, brick slabs, sandstone stairs, fence brick stairs, and some fence gates. Those are the main building materials, and we're going to be using a couple of others as well. This is built for at least, you need a minimum of 27 by 27 blocks. So I've got a little bit more than that marked out, so we have a couple of blocks on either side for a tiny little yard. But anyway, let's get straight into it, guys. So we need 3 blocks in, 1, 2, 3, 2 blocks in, and there's the first block. And we're going to start off real simple. I don't know how much we'll get done in this episode, but we'll see. So that's 1. We're going to go 25 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Perfect. And that should leave a 3 block gap. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll keep it. Okay. So let's swing around back here and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then I'm going to go ahead and just mark this out using the blocks we already have. So, is this? Looks about right. There we go. Is that right? I don't know. Let's find out. So, I've always wanted to try to build in this style because I'm from Texas. And there is a lot of Mexican culture and architecture as well in our state. And anyway, I've just always thought that it looked really nice. Well, some of them don't, but a lot of it looks really nice. And so I thought that'd be kind of cool to work on. And so anyway, here, now we're going to be working on the front end. That is going to be the back wall over here. So the front is going to be where the really cool stuff is at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this front part is 6. We're going to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to turn. The way we're going to know where this turn is, we're going to need a 5 block gap in between the back, or from the back wall, I should say. So let's just build that out and then count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's our thing. 2, 3, 4. And we'll just fly over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's an additional 19 blocks. There we go. So now we've got our basic shape. And that'll be the ground floor too. So at some point I'm going to have to cut and take out all that grass and replace it with wood planks, but we will worry about that later. Tell you what, let me set the time today. I'll be right back. Okay, That's a lot better. Cool, so now we can get started. I think we're gonna do the little front part first. So we're gonna have a little bit of a wall here, and it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, nope, 4, 5. So we come in one block and then go over 5 blocks. We do the same thing over here, in one block and then over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. We're gonna build that up about like that, and then put one here and one right there. Switch to the fence. That's fence gate fence. There we go. Build that in like so. And then eventually what we're gonna do, we're gonna add some more detail to this later, because eventually what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and add some stairs and make a little archway here and some slabs as well to the top of this, but we'll worry about that here in just a little bit. So I'm thinking, let's start over here. Let's see, sand. So these corners, whoops, let's fix that. These corners we were going to be doing with sand. We're going to go up 3, I believe. Bring in your sandstone. Actually, no. Bring in your magenta stained clay. Add 2 of those. Skip 2 blocks. Add 2 more. And this is a pattern that we're going to be doing a lot. This is how we're going to frame our windows, is with these. So we're actually going to knock that out. No, we're not. No. Whoops. We're not knocking that out. I think we're going to do that later on. And then we're going to cap this off with the smooth sandstone. We'll go ahead and put some more sand over here, like so. So we got something that looks like that. And then we're going to come back with some more smooth sandstone and go all the way across like that. So for me, I think what's going to make this easiest is if I just kind of go around this whole frame, because this line of sandstone is pretty much going to go around this whole frame that we just built. So I'm going to do that real quick and kind of get this frame worked out, and then I will be right back with you. Okay guys, so it's all done. We got the frame going here, or a little bit of it at least. And so we're going to continue on, and we're just going to get the front side of this house done first. So, excuse me. So we're going to copy this wall design over to here. And we know exactly, oh dang, we know exactly how far that has to go up now. And this is actually going to be a little bit different on the second floor, so it won't be quite identical. There we go. Glass panes, fill it in. And cool, so this is nice and easy. I don't see a lot of people build with sand and sandstone in general for houses, but I think they look really nice, and I think they're definitely appropriate for Spanish style builds for most of them, because they're either made out, there's some of them that are made out of this material. I don't know what the material is, but it looks kind of like sandstone, and then sometimes they just get painted over or something like that. But anyway, let's keep going guys, we gotta go. Okay, so right here we're gonna come in, we're gonna add another window, so right here, but this one's only gonna be 1 wide, so fill that in like so, and then bring the sandstone over like that. Yeah, that's right. So do something like that, and then this is where we are going to start our first arch. So we're going to knock this out, whoops, knock out 3 here, and we're going to do another arch after that, so knock out 3 more there like so. And then we're going to go ahead and build this little pillar down to here, and also build this one across like that. Right here we're going to need our brick slabs. So over all of our windows, oops, not like that. And I forgot to do that over here as well. So over all of our windows, we're going to come over here and then do that from one purple side to the other. Okay, does that make sense? And that kind of looks like in a lot of the haciendas that I studied, I guess you could say, they had these little flat shaders coming out, and they weren't angled, they were just flat, which I thought was interesting. And the stone brick, you don't see stone brick really, or brick designs like this in haciendas. You see like shingles. They kind of look like round shingles, but we don't really have anything like that in Minecraft, and that's the closest to the color we can get. So that's one of those times where you're just gonna have to use your imagination, okay? And same thing here with these. We're gonna add these stone brick stairs upside down to make our arches, and then actually we're gonna do the same thing here. Smooth, there we go. No. Yeah, there we go. No! Fix that, bring it all the way down like so. And that's looking good. And then let's go put in our sandstone stairs. Alright. And we're going to add a couple of little details to these arches later that will really make them look nice. So, give me a second, guys. I'm going to do the exact same thing that we just did over here. I'm going to be doing that over here. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did a couple of things here. I went ahead and not only did that side, but also went ahead and dug out our floor over here. That way, here in a few minutes I can go back and lay down some planks and stuff. So anyway, let's keep going here. We are getting close to being done with the courtyard. So basically this whole thing right here, you're going to walk in. I tell you what, let's go ahead and do this actually. Let's add these stairs here. Add these stairs here. Okay, and then we're going to fix the rest of it up here in a minute. But basically you're going to walk into a huge courtyard here with poles on either side and a walkway up to the door. And it's going to be really nice. So we'll get to that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and add some more details. We're going to switch back to our sand and add those on either side here, and then just fill that in with some smooth sandstone. And this is just to break up the texture a little bit. See, that's way nicer than it would be if it were just smooth sandstone all the way across here. Okay, so where is the middle of this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be the middle. So let's go ahead and make a little pillar here. And this is where our door is going to be. So we're going to make pillars on either side, and we're just going to do doors on either side of that pillar. Might not be the best solution. I could do a glass door, and maybe that would be nicer actually, more modern looking. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do that. So, in fact, I'll probably switch to some kind of colored glass pane when we get to that. And actually, I'm thinking the doors would have been right here. So we will add this sandstone back in. Cool, so we'll put our door in there in a second. In fact, we'll go ahead and break that out, put these in. Okay, so there's where our door is going to be. Let's continue on. We have room for, I think, a 2 wide window here. Question is, do we want a 2 wide window or a 1 wide window? Let's break that. So we know that's going to be smooth sandstone, right? I'm thinking maybe just a 1 wide for now would be perfectly fine. That looks a little bit better to me at the minute. We may change that later. But for now, let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. So we're going to add our sand over here, skip one, add the sand, come back with our smooth sandstone, bring it all the way down, sandstone all the way down here, and then same thing here, at least for now. We might decide later that we want a 2 wide window. We're going to go magenta stained clay, make a gap, fill it with glass panes. There we go. and then smooth sandstone on top of that. Cool. Oh, I forgot the glass panes over here. Okay, so we're starting to get the entrance a little bit. Let's go ahead and do this next little bit as well. So we're going to need our smooth sandstone, and we're going to make a little porch or deck area, so to speak. So what we're going to do is, let's skip 1, 2, 3, leave that gap, and right here, no, let's go up one more, I think. Yep, that'll work, because see, it's in line with this top row of the arch. So that will work out just fine. We're going to bring that bad boy all the way over to there. Okay, now we're going to skip 3 here, and we're going to line this up just like this. So let's do the same thing. That should be right here. Good. And now we can go ahead and cover this up as well, and do the same thing over here. Perfect. And guess what? We're going to make some more arches. So arches are extremely important in Mexican architecture. And so one of the things that I thought about when I was working on this in creative was the more arches the better, you know. So now we're starting to get that vibe, you know what I mean? We've got a little bit of color in the build, we've got tons of arches, so it'll be really good. The next thing we need to do is we need to put a little bit of shade here, and I'm just using this for scaffolding, so this isn't permanent, okay? In fact, let me jump, come on, get up. Jump up here real quick, and we're going to use this for scaffolding for fence gates. And it's going to add a really cool effect. So I'm going to just put all these bad boys in. I kind of wish there was a way you could do this without having to put down scaffolding, but that's alright. It's totally worth it, guys. Totally worth it. Okay, so let's go put down some, no, that's regular fence. We don't want that. We want our fence gates, and leave them closed. We want to go across like this so it connects from the main building to this beam over here, I guess you could say. So we're just going to fill all of this in. Looks like, I feel like we're almost there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put 3 more, and then hop down here and just break all of this out. Oh, missed one. Okay. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit dry. Alright, yeah, there we go. Check that bad boy out. That is pretty cool looking. And especially once we get our, I guess you could say, our decking material or our deck material in here, it's going to look really, really cool. Okay, so next we need to start working on the outside walls. For here, we're basically going to be alternating between windows and then sand pillars. So we're going to go window first, and actually this window should line up with that one, so we're going to need to go with the smooth sandstone. And in fact, we could just, let me think about that. No, we can't do that actually. So let's go ahead and, oh crud, fix mistake. Okay, so I was going to say bring this sandstone all the way across like we did on the other side, but we actually can't do that on this side. So we're going to need four of those, no, 3 of them. Break that out. And sorry, yeah, I was right. Bring it down right here. Cool, so it should match the other side basically. Alright, let's plunk down our stained clay and put in our glass panes. Good. Now, obviously, I don't really want to match this side over here. So what we're going to do is break up this little pattern so it's not just windows all the way down. We're going to break up that little thing with regular sand, and then bring down a pillar of smooth sandstone, 1, 2, 3, another pillar here, and just add another window. So this will be the same, exact same pattern that we were doing a second ago. So I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll do this wall together. I'll do the other wall off camera to save some time. And so if I back up a little bit, you can see we've done that pattern twice now. Okay, nice and easy, nice and easy. So we will just work on getting the next one done. 1, 2, 3, 4, come down here. And then do that. I don't know. Can you hear my family in the background? My kids are taking a bath right now. If so, I apologize. But, you know, it is what it is. My kids are adorable, at least. So, let's bring it down here. And then right there. Oh. And see, look, this actually, I think, is going to work out almost perfect. Let me see. I wonder if I did something different over here. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm good. Continue the pattern. And then that. So, smooth sandstone to outline it. And then right here, just like on the first corner, we're going to be using sand again. Okay, and that is one wall completed on the first floor. So you can see it's not bad. It's not incredibly textured, but it's got a little bit of texture and variety to it. And the corners are all going to match this right here. Let's go ahead and put in our brick slabs, and then I will turn it to day. Okay, there we go. So give me a minute. I'm going to turn it to day. I'm going to do the other wall, and then we will do the back wall together. See you in a second. Alright guys, we're back. I got the other wall done. It's just like the one we did together. And yeah, I went ahead, if you didn't notice just then, I also went ahead and added the floor on the inside. And that also extends out for the porch as well. See that? And the floor also comes out in between the pillars for the archways here. And so anyway, I just wanted to make a quick note of that. And oh, hang on, let me switch to day. That's better. Anyway, so I thought before we do this back wall, we might as well just go ahead and do this door real quick. Oh, and then also, I almost forgot this. We're gonna add some fence right here where this porch is. Okay. So that'll give it a little bit more separation. I don't know, I just kind of like that idea. Like if you come out here, you can just come chill out here, but you got a little barrier, I guess. We won't be doing that over there though. So, although, I tell you what, before we do that back wall, before we do the entrance, let's go ahead and do these little rooms right here. So for these rooms, we're going to go ahead and bring these over. And get up here. Bring these over, and I think we are about... No, let's break that. We're going to use the stained clay. We're about ready to wrap this episode up, I think. Let's do that, and I'll tell you what, let's actually, yeah, break this. Because this level right here is where our floor is going to be anyway. So, yep, and then we'll come back through and add some doors as well. We're going to do the same thing on the other side over here. Just straight off of this pillar. Skip 2, add one here. And let's go ahead and get our pillars up here as well. Oh, there, no. Mistake. There we go. One more here like that. Cool. And then get our stained clay. Just coming all the way across. And yeah, so that'll be good. And then we're going to do the same thing over here as well. So, nope, just up one there. Go up here. And I tell you what, we might not need to do that second one. But anyway, let's just keep going. Okay, so stained clay, up and across like that. And we've got one more to do over here. So, pretty repetitive, pretty easy, but I think you guys are really going to like the final product. And speaking of which, I don't think we're going to finish the house in this episode. I feel like this episode's running long enough as it is, and so we may do a 2 or even a 3-part episode to get this whole thing. But please do stick around and come back for that, guys, because I really think you'll like where it's going. Well, I think you'll like the finished product at least. Okay, so we're talking about doing a glass door here. This wasn't what I originally planned, but I'm cool with it. And if we do that, we can do a little open door design like so. That'd be kind of nice, and it might even tie in. We're going to use, I think it's called andesite. The polished andesite is going to be one of the main materials for the courtyard area. So it might kind of tie that in, or I think black is kind of my go-to for glass doors. Let's try using the magenta and see if we like that better. Oh man, I can't tell if that's pimp or terrible. I'm going to say, you guys tell me, if you watch this, please tell me in the comments what you think. And we can change it in the next episode. And if you got this far in the episode, thank you, by the way, if you watched all this way into the episode. But we're going to stick with this for now. But if you guys think magenta stained glass, we'll do it. We'll do it. Because I honestly don't know for sure. But anyway, okay, this back wall is going to be pretty similar to the other ones. It is going to be a little bit different. So I want to make sure that you guys, if you want to build this as well, I want to make sure that you know where to do it. So I think one difference is, well, 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to keep going with the 1 wide windows for the most part. Some of our windows are going to be 2 wide, but not many of them. And I kind of want those to stand out and be special. So let's do, where did the thing, there we go, smooth sandstone, and then we're going to do sand here. 1, 2, 3, nope, break you, and down here, no, there we go. Starting to get into a rush. But I tell you what, that's not really the way to play Minecraft, is it? Whenever you play Minecraft, you just gotta kind of relax and take it easy, I think. Just enjoy it. So, I think we're getting close to the thing. How's this gonna work? Maybe it's not on the bottom. I think maybe it's just on the second floor where we do that. Let's see what happens if I just keep doing this across. Let's see if it works out or not. So we'll keep our pattern going for now. We may have to come and edit this middle section, because that, I believe, is where things get a little bit different. So coming down here like that, and let's go clay. We're just going to lay this out real quick and see what's going to happen. And then if I zoom out, yeah, see, that's not going to work, is it? So what we're going to do is break this stuff out and do what we know. Oh, that's going to be smooth sandstone, and then stained clay, and then smooth sandstone, like that, right? Okay, so then that's probably sand. What we could do is, okay, let's, oh, no, let's break these windows out real quick, because I have an idea. I think maybe there is a wider window on this side as well, and I think what we're gonna do is, no, break you very much, there we go. I think we're gonna do a wider window here in the middle that kind of lines up with the door. So if we do that, we're going like so, or maybe it is a 1 wide window. Does that line up with the door? I can't tell. It doesn't look like it, does it? That's 2 sand columns. We're going to do 2 sand columns here. Right? No. There. Okay. So we got 2 sand columns. That looks about right. Then we're going to have 2 sand columns, which means we have all of this to work with. So let's break this out. and then smooth sandstone here, and then push that pillar up. Let's go ahead and finish off this little sand pillar here. Let's go finish this window. Let's bring that across like so. Get the magenta stained clay. Glass panes. Zoom out real quick. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna have a 3 wide window right here. This will be one of our, and it should, yeah, it lines up dead center with the door, so that's perfect. Perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and stick these windows in here. And yeah. While I'm in between episodes, guys, I may go in and double check that. I think that's what we're gonna end up rolling with on this back side. Almost forgot one of the details though. Let's go add these brick shingles. That's what we're going to call them instead of slabs. These are our shingles, right? Shaders. I don't know what you would call them. But yeah, okay. So guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Let me know if you like where this design is going. I think it's coming along pretty good, and we got some stuff to add. Let me see if I can go ahead and do this little entrance real quick, because that would be worth it. All we need is some sandstone slabs. I think that's it right there. Let's take out that. And then what we're going to do is run these across, but we're going to break this one and this one, so we get kind of a cool little design there. And then we're going to go ahead and put those down. Sorry for my voice, guys. We're going to go ahead and put these down here and do a little gate here as well with an open gate design like so. Yeah. So cool. I hope that you like where this is going. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. I think in the next episode we're going to go ahead and knock out the second story. That'll be easy, and the roof design too. Kind of really makes this place what it is, and the courtyard as well. So we'll see if we can get those things done in the next episode, the second story in the courtyard, and maybe in episode 3 we can do some interior design work. But I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you enjoyed the Let's Build episode. Please do give it a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you want to catch the rest of this project. Also, let me know in the comments, would you like to have a world download so you can drop this into your world or whatever? I'd be happy to do that if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, alright, well thanks again, guys. May you be happy, may you be well, and until next time, take care. We'll see you later.